Let's take this 7-inch off and put it on to the RS with the new holder. Let's shut that off. Let's put the key in here, turn that, pull that behind, push this, then it comes off. And then let's put this on in its place and then snap it in and then turn the key. So that key is done. Now that's secure, and this can sit here while I take this RS home, this 1300, and this has the new BMW mount, and this should clip right in like this. There, yep. And let's turn it on and watch this. That's it. There, nothing to prove. Yeah. Let's take this 7-inch home with us. Hi guys, nothing to prove here. Today's a beautiful day because any day one can be out on 2 wheels. Yeah, it's a great, awesome day. But today it's not about the bike, it's about these smart screens and TFTs and all these new little things. So this first one is the BMW Motorrad, 5.5-inch screen. The second one is the Car ABC 6-inch Android Auto and Apple CarPlay smart screen. And then the big dog, the new entry, the 7-inch by CarPlay, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And so these two will just mirror your smartphone. So while you have your smartphone in your pocket, it's draining the battery down. And after 4 hours, your cell phone's dead. But if you have the BMW, this still connects to your smartphone. It will still, but only for music and so on. And all of these have your play your music, answer phone calls and so on, and link to your helmet and so on, and on your communication system. So all of them do that. So I'm not gonna compare that. They all do it, and they all do it fairly equally, fairly well. But what is the purpose of today is which one would I want to always use on my BMW with this brand new for 26 cradle. So you say, wait a minute, is it always open like that? No, I have it right here in my pocket. Ta-da. And then I can just clip it in like this. There, that's what it looks like. Now it's protected from the elements and everything. Now to get this off though, I have to turn on the ignition. So now this is where they're saying this is the new electric lock. So there's a button right down there, and then you press it, and then it just comes straight off like that. So when you press the button down here, watch up there. See there? And then so then these two little grabby thingies go up. And that's how it grabs all of these 3 smart screens. Now, I'll put this back safe in this pocket so I don't lose it. So now the pros and cons. Yeah, it's electric. What if that little motor up here, what if that fails? Okay, then you're screwed. Then if you're worried about that though, you might want to go back to the old one last year, or this year's model in 25. But if you got an R, a 1300R or the RS this year, you have this one. You don't have a choice. BMW is making everybody go over to this next year, starting in 26. At least that's what I'm told. If BMW will be able to pull it off is questionable, in my humble opinion. Let's see if they do. Now, of the 3, so the BMW does everything that these do, except it doesn't mirror your phone. No Android Auto, no CarPlay. Like, oh, come on, BMW, why not? And this is also double the price of the CarPlay here in Germany. This is 650. This is 350. Yeah, for the 7-inch. If you use my discount code in the link below, then or the 6-inch was 340. So 10 euros cheaper. But if you're dropping 340, drop 350 and go from the 6-inch to the 7-inch. Yeah, one more inch is better. And then the CarPlay is significantly cheaper. CarPlay, Car ABC is significantly cheaper than the CarPlay, around 200-ish, give or take. Again, I have the links in the description for these two below if you guys want to order one. And no, I don't make hardly any money on these. It's almost nothing. Come to think of it, I should be charging. Now, what do I prefer and how do these hook on there? Well, first, your BMW, let's do this one first. It just clips right in like that. And it should, there, now it's coming on right there. And then it'll come up a few seconds later. There. There, now it's up, and now you can get into your map navigation, and you can use your Wonder Wheel also with this. It's showing you right where I'm at. So that's standard, and then you can do the other things, the other typical things. See, now I'm using the wheel over here. You can go down to get your motorcycle information. I don't know why. Here you can do your lean, and then music, and so on, and then phone call. So this, it does everything that these do. It's just it doesn't mirror your phone. That's the difference. Now, how do we get this back off? Well, it's very simple. The little button down there that my thumb's got to hit, I just press it and pull it right off. And then this will shut down in a second or two or 17, 20 seconds. It automatically shuts down. Now the Car ABC, same principle. You just go like this, push, and it's in. And then there, now it's coming up. A few seconds later, but not too many seconds later, it's already up. And let's turn the brightness up. There we go. And now this should connect fairly quickly to my cell phone. There it is. And it's connected to TomTom. It's the last thing that this thing used while I was on. Oh no, that's Google Maps. Sorry. Whatever the last one was that you were using with your smartphone, then it connects to it. And I was using Google Maps. So now to pull this off, let's see if I can push down. Nope, I'm going to have to use two hands with this. This is a tighter, snugger fit, so it doesn't like to come off. There, now it's off. It's a little tighter, snugger. I don't know, they might have a quality issue with that. And then we have the big bad. So this is 6-inch. And if you look, if I bring it right over to the edge there, yeah, you can see the extra inch that you're getting with this. And I'm loving this. This, I have no problems taking on and off like the CarPlay. So we just put it on like this. And then see, watch that, it will clip. There, see, now it goes closed. That's a little safety. And now the CarPlay, yeah, nothing to prove. They did this without me knowing it, putting my channel thumbnail there. Thank you, CarPlay. I don't know who the person was responsible for that, but that was awesome. That's cool. And I am liking this because you do have your different things that you can go through. So you can display exactly what you're displaying there is here. And then you can, oh, what is it doing? Ah, okay, because yes, I was using Google Maps. It went back out to Google Maps. So I'm like, okay, let's go back out. You can go into the settings of this too and show all different kinds of notifications and this and that. Now I'm on Nav. Now I can, so that I changed this over on the BMW TFT to Nav. Now I can use the wheel and it's fairly responsive. I like Google Maps, and I also like the new TomTom Amigo is working. So which one do I prefer? I go back and forth. I switch back and forth. TomTom Amigo is a free app that you put on your smartphone. And yeah, I do have it on me here. So now I have 4 displays, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the TFT on the bike, 5 TFTs. Boy, we're consuming and throwing away a lot of stuff nowadays, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Okay. Enough of the guilt trips. Overall, I like the visuals, the sharpness, the clearness, and the bigness of this 7-inch. Although on this handlebar, as you guys will see when I take this out for a ride, how is this on the street?
This display is crisp and clean and sharp. I want to say it's even sharper than the 5.5-inch BMW Connected Ride Navigator. It looks very clean and crisp. And the resolution, I'll put that up there, but maybe it's just me and it's because it's 7-inch. It's 1 inch bigger than the Car ABC 6-inch and 1.5 inches bigger than the BMW. So maybe that's why I like it. Everything is sharper, crisper, cleaner, bigger overall, and so therefore easier to read. All right, let's go. I think that this CarPlay 7-inch screen is quickly becoming my go-to favorite screen. Now, the only thing I don't like about this position on the handlebar is it looks so much bigger than the actual TFT that comes with the bike, but there's no room to put it on top there. Up here, because of the windscreen is so much lower. So but doesn't it look huge? It just blots out the TFT because it's 7 inches. So maybe you guys who get the R or this bike, the RS, maybe the 6-inch will be a little bit better, even with the Car ABC. But this also has this cowl around it, so that's also making it look bigger and feel actually bigger than it is. So it's like, So it depends on what you're looking for. I think I would just end up, you can take this cowl off on the outside here. I would just do that. Then I would clear up just that much more space so that I can see over and look at the TFT. Although you can mirror everything that I see on this TFT here also. All right, let me pull over and do that.
My finger should work. Let's go up, exit, and now let's go over to. So now you can see the same exact things that you see there, except dynamic mode, it doesn't know that. But you have your pressure, your kilometers to empty, degrees of the bike, lean angle. I like that. That's interesting. And then you can go to the next one too. There's the home. And this looks like a more basic screen, you know, where you have your kilometers, gear there, and then the other information there. And then you can go also to here. That's just the basic. But here is how you can use it there too. Now, I don't know why you have the TFT there and this. So yeah, I'm just going to go back to this. So the overall responsiveness, I think, would be on par with the BMW Connected Ride Navigator. It's with this 7-inch screen from CarPlay. It's maybe a little more responsive, a little quicker than the car ABC, maybe just a little. And on par with the BMW, maybe even a little quicker than the BMW. But this is the latest, greatest. Thank you, CarPlay, for sending this to me. And full disclosure, yes, if you guys buy one, I get a little percentage off that sale, and it'll help me and my channel. Same thing with the car ABC if you want. But with this 7-inch, you can get a 6-inch. So there's the B6 and the B7. This is the 7. So, and all the specifications for this thing, this B7 and B6 are the same specs basically. Just one's got a bigger screen, that's all. It's on par with all the competition. And in fact, it beats the competition in certain areas. I was checking some numbers earlier and I'm like, not bad. Overall verdict on this 7-inch smart screen. I have limited experience. I have had the Chigi, I've had the car ABC, I've had the BMW. So that's 4, and this is the 5th one. And of the 5, this is the best one. I'm just being honest, guys. I think this beats the car ABC. I was a fan of this. Now I'm a bigger fan of. You notice it's staying on there. I'm not taking it off. I'm going to ride back to the dealership, hop off this, take this off, and get on the RT and go on down the road. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this short little review. As always, ride safe and ride like there's nothing to prove. Take care, guys. Cheers.